The purpose of our children's education hasn't changed since the Victorian era.
The timetable and hierarchy of schools socialise us so we are ready for working life.
And GCSEs and A-levels help us progress to the next level.
However, due to the coronavirus pandemic, school has a new purpose.
Whilst for many of us it's still a gateway to adult life and work, for all of us it's a way to timetable our weeks and stay sane in lockdown.
Students, no matter their age, are working significantly more independently than before.
The students of our generation have been working diligently despite the circumstances.
This is what we've been learning.
In lockdown, I've learnt that I actually work a lot faster than I thought I did, but I get distracted really easily.
111 million girls in developing countries are already living in extreme poverty. As girls spend more time away from school, there will be an increase in gender inequality, sexual exploitation, forced marriage and teen pregnancy.
Today we are looking at utilitarianism, an idea founded by Jeremy Bentham and John Mill. Now, the utilitarianistic view is that we should always produce the greatest good for the greatest number.
My name's Amelia, and one thing that I've learned this quarantine is that if you want to put a Jaffa cake in the biscuit tin, you probably shouldn't. Thanks to a VAT tribunal in 1991, I've learned that Jaffa cakes are in fact a cake. Me? I prefer a bobbin myself.
In lockdown, many of us have found that our concentration is a lot worse outside of a classroom environment. I, for one, have found that my concentration is a lot better in a classroom. However, for some people, they might like it more working at home because they can go at their own pace and they can do what suits them.
I've learned how important people I can't see now are to me and the impact they have in my life. I've also learned that I'm quite family orientated.
As a Year 13 student, I no longer have any academia to be doing. So during lockdown, I've been learning how to make soup.
Welcome to my quarantine dance class. Top tip number 1, don't do floor work because I can't do it and it will hurt. Arms are your best friend. Top tip number 2, wear a hat because if your neighbours can't see you, you can't be identified and be embarrassed. Top tip number 3, don't put your iPad on the doorstep because it will blow over in the wind and it will smash.
One thing which I find fascinating is how quiet the roads have been. Traffic levels have fallen recently by as much as 73%, and the roads haven't been this quiet since 1955. At the moment, it's almost like we're getting a glimpse back into history.
Since quarantine, I've learned how important it is to be alone sometimes. You just need that space to think, and I think I never really respected it as much as I do now.
Since quarantine, I've learned how similar we all are. I used to think government officials were really different to the public, but ever since quarantine, we've all had to show some kind of solidarity to get through what's currently going on. We all have to work together as a community.
Throughout lockdown, I've realised that I can do a lot more than I thought. I've been learning how to play new instruments, and I've realised that I'm quite an introvert, but when I'm with my friends, I turn into an extrovert.
During lockdown, I've learnt that I get way too distracted way too easily, and I can't get a lot of work done if I'm not in a school environment, and that's not great.
I've found that when in lockdown, you can fall into habits. You've nothing to do, you fall into habits. Not all of them good.